Here we go. My first NBA game. This is something I've been waiting for my entire life. And to be honest, I'm a little bit nervous. But I know this is where I belong. So I just gotta get out there and do what I was born to do. I hope I can make my family proud.
Well, we can finally say it. The NBA regular season is about to get underway. And here at 2K Sports, we couldn't be happier. With Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg, this is Kevin Harlan. We're going to have Doris Burks on this. In for Dwayne Wade. And it's Udrih in for Goran Dragic. And stepping out onto the floor now for his very first official NBA playing time, we're going to check out our first glimpse of professional basketball from Freak.
You know, and what a huge moment this is for him. I mean, your whole life has been spent leading up to this, and finally he's going to get to take the court in the NBA. I mean, his mind has to be racing like a million miles an hour.
Yeah, I'm sure it is. I mean, there are all different kinds of pressure situations. This is about as nerve-wracking as it gets. But even so, I don't think it takes away from how much he enjoys it.
On the floor for Charlotte, Freak, he's in at point guard. Michael Kidd-Gilchrist out there with Tyler Hansbrough. Then it's Jeremy Lin. And it's Kaminsky in at the 5.
And guys, Tyler Hansbrough, as heavily a decorated player as we've ever had in college, has somehow seen his numbers steadily decline in the pros. Last season, he was in for an average of only 14 minutes a game, the lowest of his career. And he also only averaged about 4 points a game, which also equaled the lowest of his career.
They've been sensational on the backboard to start this game.
Yeah, sensational is a really good word for it, Greg. They're tearing it up on the glass.
Hornets leading by 9. They set the pick. And stolen by Udrih. And it's the Heat on the break. Battles through traffic and lays it in.
What a nice play. Stole it away and took it coast to coast.
For Charlotte, they've gone 8 of 15 from the field, shooting above 50% here tonight. Kidd-Gilchrist dishes to Freak. Can't get it to go. Good work defensively by Stoudemire. And stolen by Freak. Oh, and what a feeling it's got to be as we get to see the very first NBA bucket from Freak.
You know, and there we have it, the first taste of this young man's scoring prowess, showing he can handle NBA defense.
That's exactly right. I mean, it's the NBA that's going to have to show it can handle him, not the other way around. He's ready.
Charlotte's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Hansbrough is screen on Green. Freak passes to Hansbrough. Beautiful dish, and the layup goes down. And it's an 11-point Hornets lead.
How about the start that they've gotten off to here? Huge lead, and we're still in the first quarter.
And, guys, it hasn't just been the scoring. I mean, they're playing tremendous defense, too.
Outside, Green. Off the screen. Udrih can't hit.
I didn't see that miss coming. I mean, he's usually been money from that range.
That is good. Kidd-Gilchrist has got his first bucket of the night.
Some defensive breakdowns are starting to show up now. Their last 4 buckets allowed have come from very close range.
Yeah, high percentage shots are what they are getting in terms of the attempts, and that's just not going to get it done. They have got to figure it out. You love it when a big man has those soft hands. Rarely any problem converting that close to the rim.
Amari Stoudemire, with a change of scenery last season, was Bought out by the Knicks, signed with the Mavs midway through the season.
That was the best thing to happen to Stoudemire, in my opinion, Kevin. He got to play playoff basketball again, and we know that wasn't going to happen in New York. Now look here at last year in the NBA, where the Hornets ranked. First in fewest turnovers per game, 7th in blocks, and they were in the top 10 in opponents' points per game.
And I want to go back to that turnover ranking, best in the NBA. That's a huge stat to look at when you talk about their ability to execute and the decision making. They don't beat themselves, and that's a big reason why they won as much as they did.
And for Stoudemire last year, served as a backup big for the Mavs and was still as efficient as ever.
And already we've got a very lopsided edge on the boards for them.
Yeah, +5, as you mentioned. That didn't take very long, did it?
Outside, Green.